Once you recover 3 runes, one each of potency, essence, and aspect, we shall begin the enchanting process. You likely notice their distinctive flares of light. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Now go, piece them together. Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Simply place the glyph upon an unenchanted item of that type, and the enchantment will take hold. A word of caution: once applied, they are permanent. Indeed you can. Bring the glyph to any enchanting station. There you can extract it to recover some runes that went into its creation. To note, extracting another enchanter's glyphs can teach you far more than extracting your own runes. Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Simply place the glyph upon an unenchanted item of that type, and the enchantment will take hold. A word of caution: once applied, they are permanent. Indeed you can. Bring the glyph to any enchanting station. There you can extract it to recover some runes that went into its creation. To note, extracting another enchanter's glyphs can teach you far more than extracting your own runes. Each glyph is best suited.
Denis.
America's Most Wanted is coming back March 15th. Oh, that's cool. Seems like knowing how America is today, that seems like a valid reason for that show to be coming out. Maybe Hunter Biden will be on one of the episodes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that. You know, it's kind of funny to me how Biden or whoever the hell it was wanted to go and cancel GTA. And I'm thinking to myself, you freaking people don't understand of everything that's been going on since the 90s, where games do not, under any circumstances, cause you to be violent. There's no evidence of it whatsoever. There's been countless studies that have been done, and they're still beating a dead horse with this situation. If you want to know why there's a rise in crime, it's because of what the government's doing with fucking over its populace is what's been going on. That's what's been happening. That's the rise in crime. It has nothing to do with video games. These people are fucking idiots, man. That's the reason there's a rise in crime. It's not a fucking game. Ugh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be cussing. I don't want to cuss. I really don't. I try to watch my language, but man, when I get riled up about something so incredibly stupid, I just go off. I'm trying to see. I always watch that show. You get actual nightmares from it. Holy crap, dude. I had a weird dream a couple nights ago where a bunch of like gummy candy snakes entered into my kitchen and I had to chase them off down a hole. Yeah, that was strange. I'm just like so confused right now with what I want to do here. I'm just gonna go down here. Yeah, exactly, because they had video games in ancient times. Remember that. They had those in ancient times. Oh, good Lord. Let's see here. Hang on a second, I'm trying to... Alright, trying to check some stuff out. You know, dude, I was on the phone today trying to get something done and taken care of. And I was on the phone for like an hour and a half and still didn't get to where I needed to with these people. I got in contact with somebody like 20 minutes into me waiting, but then they ended up giving me another number because they didn't have the information that I needed to be able to progress.
Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires.
I was like, are you friggin' kidding me? So I kept waiting, and then like it almost came close to an hour and a half. I said, the hell with this. I was like, I'm not doing this right now. I was like, I'll just get up early in the morning and call him and aim to be one of the first people on the phone. I don't have to wait around, considering the fact that they want to be so slack-ass with how many people that they need that they should have there. They should have what like every other company has, where they can give you a spot in line and call you back. It's freaking ridiculous. Yeah, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. There's probably no reason for me to go here because it's a friggin' big-ass dungeon, it seems like, but I'm wondering if other people might be around here. I'll probably be on here for maybe another 50 minutes or so, hour at most, possibly. I wanted to stream earlier, but considering the fact that I was on the phone with the situation, I was sitting here playing and waiting for him to answer and all that, and it just wasn't happening, and I'm like, okay, forget it. I was like, it's been an hour and a half, I'm not waiting anymore, I'll just do it in the morning. And then I went on to this, tired of sitting there listening to nothingness, but every few minutes of them saying, all customer representatives are busy, assisting other callers, blah 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 to frickin' blah, like I didn't hear you the past 5,000 times you told me. Just play some soft classical music to let me know that I'm still on the line, shut up. Yeah, man. Well, with all this indoctrination and crap that they're putting into kids nowadays, dude. I mean, especially in schools. I mean, they're teaching about godforsaken transgender crap in schools. For children. Friggin' children, dude. Kids who should be deciding, like, what pizza place they want to go to the next weekend, or what type of sleepover they want to have at a friend's house, or whose friend they want to hang out with for that day, and want to go and talk to them about cutting their junk off. It's utterly amazing, it really is, and sad as hell. Swear to God, man, people just worthless degenerates, all of them. Absolutely worthless.
You must be one of the recruits from the mainland. Did Tarvera send you?
This is another reason why I'm glad that I don't have kids. Because I'd be damned if I'm going to end up having my kid grow up around that shit or get taught that. I would be doing homeschooling in an instant. That's what one of my friends did, and he says he don't regret it one bit, because he doesn't trust the public school system to save his life, and he was right for doing so. You don't know what type of shit they're teaching your kids. Instead of what they need to learn to actually grow up and be responsible adults.
Good. Most of our grizzled veterans have already fallen. We could use a seasoned warrior like you.
I mean, if I had kids, just like I said, I would definitely end up doing that. I would do homeschooling.
He's tried to organize a few counterattacks, but we haven't gotten far.
Or I would put him in a private school, like...
Help, we might finally be able to turn these bastards back.
I was in a private school from like the middle of my 7th grade year all the way up until I graduated high school. I mean, that wasn't my decision, really. Well, the last 2 years was kind of my decision, but it was basically choosing between 2 private schools is what it was. Like which one I wanted to go to, because obviously I wasn't going to get taught from home like what I was told. So well, that's just it though when it comes to the whole social atmosphere. I know what you're talking about, because that was one of the things that I had talked with my friend about it too, and he says that his kids became friends with his friends' kids, and also when they get out and about and they got jobs and whatnot, that's when they really started to meet other people too and started to become friends with them. I mean, at one point they were going to public schools, I think, for a little while, but after he realized the way the things were going with him, he immediately pulled them out. Started doing homeschool. I don't know when he started. I can't remember when he actually started doing it. Can't do nothing. But then again, I guess in a way it also kind of makes sense too, given the way the technology is nowadays, and you can meet anybody online and talk to anybody. I guess that also opens up the whole social atmosphere. But then again, he also had 2 sons and a daughter, so with them being siblings and talking with one another too, you know, I mean, yeah, it's family, but still, it's not like you're just a only child. Well, yeah, they did. They ended up getting into a church, but well, it finally came to a point where they were just doing it from home because he honestly didn't like what was going on with how some churches were when he would try to go and see how they worked out for him. He just he said no. He said, I'll just end up having something from home. And basically what he does is he ends up watching different sermons and things like that at home with his kids, and they have different Bible studies and things like that. I mean, especially with the whole COVID thing where Congress can be opened up and work, but the average American can't. Yeah, because that makes a lot of sense, you fucking hypocrites. Sorry, the government pisses me off. I really do think that this is obviously supposed to be a dungeon area where I need other players, but that's obviously not happening. Oh, that's a terrible state of affairs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was doing some White House speech or something yesterday, I think it was, or today, and as soon as he was saying that he was going to take questions, they immediately cut the feed. Yeah, exactly, because you're a puppet and you're reading from a teleprompter and they're making you say what they want you to say, but when it comes down to answering questions, they're going to cut it off. We're not stupid.
Blood really does run colder in the north.
Let me see here. These don't look like...
Watch out! This island is hardly worth our time.
This isn't... Wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
Have you come here to die like the rest?
I've come here to see what the hell's going on, actually.
To the side!
Yeah, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Yeah, that's Trials, you know, that was really stupid, especially given what the icon looks like. I should have never came here. So, yeah. The main time I think is when I'm really going to get into this stuff is when it comes to this weekend, because I should have 2 other friends with me, and then we'll be able to take on stuff like this, which actually it wouldn't be on this character, it would be on my other character, which is actually a pretty good idea for me to go to, so I can try out another one of the storylines. I mean, I can go to any of the storylines, but I might as well just log out here and go to another character. My other one that's the European one. And that way I can continue with that. Ah, I see. Necromancer. Level 14. There's a warden. Oh yeah,